Hello everyone, this is Sanya Singh Verma, your technical communication faculty, and today we are going to cover our second unit, that is type of communication. So, what are different type of communication? Basically, there are two type of communication. One is verbal communication and second is non-verbal communication. What is verbal communication? Whenever you are trying to exchange information with the help of any word or any spoken thing, that is known as a verbal communication. Now we have to figure it out what are different type of verbal communication. So for the verbal communication, there are two type of communication. One is the oral communication and second is the written communication. So what is all about a oral communication? Oral communication, whenever we are trying to communicate with the spoken word, that is called as a oral communication. What are different examples of oral communication? The face-to-face meetings, the face-to-face conversations, lectures, telephone calls, all are the example of oral communication. Now, the written communication involve different type of symbols and different type of letters. Now, letters, email, reports, memos, notice, documents, they are all the example of written communication. Then what is non-verbal communication? So whenever we are trying to communicate without using any single word, that is known as a non-verbal communication, as the name suggests. Right? Now, what are different classification of non-verbal communication? So the classification of non-verbal communication can be divided into several parts, but today we are going to discuss about one of important 9 type of non-verbal communication or a classification of non-verbal communication. So the first is kinesis, or we can say a body language. So whenever we are trying to communicate with the help of our body movement, gestures and postures, that is known as a kinesis, or we can say a body posture or a body language. Second is a facial expression. Your face can indicate what is happening inside your mind, right? It can shows your emotions like you are happy, you are anger, you are sad, you are surprised, you are in a fear, right? So whenever your face indicates what is going on inside your mind, that is known as your facial expression. Third is gestures. Whenever you are trying to communicate with the help of your body part, that is known as a gestures, like hi, this is the hand gesture. The posture stand for how you are sitting, how you are standing, how you are lying on any bed or any surface, that is known as a posture. And the right posture is upright, 90-degree posture. Then the eye contact. Whenever you are making eye contact with the person, whenever you are paying attention, the eye contact plays an important role. Paralanguage, or we can say a paralinguistic also. Whenever you are trying to communicate with the help of your vocal communication, with the help of tone, pitch, speech, volume, pauses, that is known as a paralanguage or a paralinguistic. Then the proxemics. Proxemics is the language of space. Whenever you are trying to communicate with the help of space or distance, that is known as a proxemics. Then the chronomics. The chronomics means the time language. Whenever you are trying to communicate with the help of time, that is known as a chronomics. How can you communicate with the help of time? So let's suppose you are on time. Let's suppose you are late. Let's suppose you are delaying something. So you are wasting the time. So it shows your time language. It shows your punctuality. So this is all about a chronomics. Then the appearance and grooming, or we can say dressing also. So appearance and dressing involve the clothing, grooming, overall appearance that shows how, what people you are and what type of personality you have. Now, the next topic is culture and communication. So, what is culture and communication, and we can see what is cross-culture communication. So, cross-culture communication refers to the process of sharing thoughts and ideas between two and more cultures. Whenever you are trying to communicate with the other person and other person culture or other country culture, that is known as a cross-culture communication. Importance of cross-culture communication. So here I have mentioned different type of importance of communication or different type of cross-culture communication. So you can go through it. Now, what is communication globally and global communication? So global communication refers to the process of exchanging information, ideas and message among people and organizations across different countries and cultures. Here are the strategies of effective global communication. Now, our next topic is soft skills. What is soft skills? So, the skills that you learn from your environment, that is inherited from your birth, that is known as the soft skills. Your behavioral skills that keep you apart from the other people is your soft skills. So, what is interpersonal communication? Whenever you are trying to communicate with two and more people, whenever you are exchanging your thought with two and more people, that is known as a interpersonal communication. What is listening skills? So listening skills is listening is the process of receiving, understanding and interpreting what the other people has said. What are different type of listening? There are two main type of listening. One is active listening and the second is passive listening. So active listening is whenever you are paying attention to the other people, you are making the eye contact with the people. So you are paying attention. It means you are doing active listening. And a passive listening is hearing without giving attention and feedback. So let's suppose you are not nodding the head, it means you are a passive listener. Negotiation. Negotiation is the process of communication between two and more parties. Parties means it can be done in business organizations. Persuasion. Persuasion is the process of influencing someone that he or she can follow you or he or she can follow your thoughts. That is known as a persuasion. So if you have a leadership quality, if you have a team lead quality, it means you have a persuasive skills. Communicating bad news and communicating bad messages. So whenever you have to communicate any bad message and any bad news with someone, there are two approaches. One is an indirect approach and second is a direct approach. So whenever you are communicating your message or your bad message in a way that you are creating one scenario, that you are not directly telling someone that what is going on and what is happened, it means you are using the indirect approach of communicating bad news. But let's suppose you are directly telling someone that what has happened, it means, and for the less sensitive issues, it means you are using a direct approach of communicating bad news. So this is all about unit number 2. So in next video we will meet to continue our unit number 3. Thank you so much.